I don't really want no drama. I'm just trying to stay in my own lane. Not trying to have people know my name, but I know I still gotta play this game. Oh, this is driving me insane. No, she got clouded about the fame. Not trying to go through.
Plaintiff Danielle McDonald says her son goes to school with the defendant's son, and she claims the defendant's son is a bully who assaulted her son. Danielle claims as a result of the assault, her son suffered a concussion, spent the night in the hospital, and missed 7 days of school. So she's suing for the ambulance fees. Defendant Clarice Ross says her...
I watch a lucky hate to live in America, fam. Imagine you have to pay for hospital fee, you have to pay to be picked up by an ambulance, you have to... there's just a lot of things, like, a lot of things you have to pay for. Even if you're giving birth, you have to pay to give birth. I'm actually glad we have NHS in the UK, bro, because...
son has been friends with Danielle's son since 4th grade. And on the day of the incident, Danielle's son instigated the fight. Clarice claims after Danielle's son called her son names, he hit her son. So Clarice's son hit him back in self-defense.
Start with you.
I'm here on behalf of my son, Dominic Rogers, who was bullied by Clarice's son. He hit my son, knocked his tooth out, caused him to miss 7 days of school, caused him to stay in the hospital overnight, also caused him to have a concussion. Dang. My son is a happy-go-lucky person. He never has been in a fight before in his life. He's what you consider to be a nerd. He never treats anyone any other way other than how he would want to be treated. In October 2016, my son was assaulted in the lunchroom. He was bullied. He was hit by Clarice's son.
Was there an argument?
No, sir.
Yes.
No one said anything to anyone. Her son just walked up to your son and struck him?
Yes.
That's weird.
The lunch attendant, as well as the security officer in there, walked over and said, the two of you, I don't want any playing in here. So my son proceeded on to class. Upon my son going to class, there was a substitute teacher. Her son, again, carried on the same behavior. The substitute teacher called the principal. The principal asked her son to step outside. Her son did not listen to the principal. Upon class continuing on, after class, her son snuck my son in the hallway, hit him, caused him to fall down, hit his head, knocked out his tooth, and left him discombobulated. Excuse me?
No.
And it's kind of weird, like, no argument, nothing was said. My man just went to him and be like, yeah, let me beat your ass. It's weird. But why is she laughing though? Like, this is actually something serious and she's there laughing. What the hell?
Argument again?
In the classroom, he was upset with my son for hitting him back. There was the argument.
Okay. Why are you laughing? Was the child hospitalized overnight?
I don't know. When I got the phone call...
Oh, you don't know. Do you have any evidence that he was hospitalized?
This ambulance.
Did you tell her?
Oh, I tried
No.
to.
You told her?
She
Or
did
did
call
the
me.
school tell her that
Yes.
the child was
Yes.
hospitalized?
The parent that's laughing, so you're telling me your son hit that mother's child, and you're telling me the school didn't tell you that your child been misbehaving, hitting and bullying the other kid? She's bugging, she's lying.
Son was
she's
suspended,
laughing as
mine
well.
wasn't, yes.
Ain't nobody tell me this Dominier was hospitalized.
No one told you
and
he was
nobody
injured?
ever told me.
This is the first
Nope.
time? Don't interrupt me. Like you over there laughing while she's describing her son got a concussion, left school for 7 days, hospitalized overnight. And while she's telling me this, you're laughing. And now that I
Like
want to
it's a
ask
joke
about
to
it, you want to interrupt me. Once again, did you ever hear that her son had a concussion?
Like, when I got the police report back in, what was it, February?
In
Yes,
February.
in
Yet you
February.
come in here laughing at your son, giving...
And she said she didn't get anything, but yet she said she got it from the police. But she said she didn't know her son was in the hospital. You're lying. You tell him. See how tall my man is compared to the other kid, and you tell him.
You tell me he attacks him. You can have a seat. Stop attacking him.
I got.
So, what is the result of all of this with the school?
Well, my son received.
Anybody suspended?
My son, 5 days.
Was your son suspended?
No. And may I add to that, Tiffany,
Yes.
please? My son was not sitting with your son. My son does not play hand contact.
Ma'am, you don't know what your son does, and you don't know what your son
Exactly.
does. All I do know, it does not sound reasonable that he was hospitalized, had to go by ambulance when your son was not harmed physically.
And
Also,
oh.
I don't think this young man is that brave to attack your son looking at their sizes. Thirdly, you admit that your son was suspended for 5 days. Did you discuss with your principal why your son was suspended? Did you give him
I
the
did.
story you gave me? And what did they say?
Well, when I got there, we were supposed to have mediation.
Mm-hmm.
Miss McDonald didn't show. She didn't call. I missed work. So they rescheduled the mediation. And again, she didn't call, didn't show. So it wasn't too much that we could have did.
Oh, yes, it is.
discussing
When you don't
her.
show up for mediation, they dismiss the person's claim who was not there. Your son wouldn't have been suspended because they wouldn't have had the other side of the story. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
Thank you.
Simple.
My son is not perfect, and your son is not no angel. I just want you to see that boys going to be boys. And as mothers, we need to band together so they can keep. It's already enough going on.
I'm not going to say that my son is an angel, but one thing I will say is he would never try to harm someone.
Your son hit my son, and he's failing to tell you that.
Okay, bye.
Your grand got my life on look. I can't trust these hoes no more. Looking for my